Handicapper Steve here, handicapping stake races from Laurel Park here on September the 21st, 2013, here this Saturday. Great day of racing from Laurel today. So many stakes, probably one of the best days of racing Laurel Park had in the past 10 years. Um, I'm going to handicap the second race, the fourth race, second race, the fourth race, sixth race, seventh race, eighth race, ninth race, and the 10th race. And if you want selections for the rest of the races, you're going to have to go to horseracingkid.com. So let's get on to today's second race. What's the Laurel Futurity? Purse $100,000 for 2-year-olds going 5.5 furlongs on the turf course. Field of 8 horses going here. And I'm going to go with the 6 horse, Yes I'm Lucky. 2-1 Chris DiCarlo. Last time out there in Monmouth Park, 6 furlongs in September the 1st in the Sapling Stakes. Came second by 1 1/4 lengths. Divided in the inside and was our game lead. Then a Monmouth 5 furlongs in the Tyro Stakes on August the 4th. Won by 1 3/4 lengths. He was inside duel and drew clear. Very nice race for that day. And then at Calder on June 22nd, 5.5 furlongs in the Gomez Memorial Stakes. Won by 4 lengths. He was off the round, drew away. Do like this horse here a lot. 2-1, Sir Cat, my Dutch race. Number 2 from Laurel Park, going with the 6. Now let's get on today's fourth race. The fourth race, what is the Jamala handicap? First $100,000 for fillies, mares, drills, and upward. Going 6 furlongs here. Love these 6 furlong sprints from Laurel. Do have a field of 9 horses here going to post, and I'm going to go with the 4, Madame Geary. 9-5. Cornelio Velasquez in the saddle. Last time out, run Saratoga on August 26th, 5.5 furlongs in the Smart and Fancy Stakes. Came first by 1 1/4 lengths. He brushed broke and chased at the 2 path. Then Saratoga 5.5 on August 2nd in the Spectre Chris Overnight Stakes. Came third by 1 1/4 lengths. 4 1/4 lengths. He drifted out the 8th pole and just weakened. July 6th, Calder Racecourse Turf Sprint for 100,000. Came fourth by 2 1/4 lengths. He slowed at the start and had no gain. Please, just throw that race out. The Calder race, it wasn't his best running. Do like this horse here. At Laurel's first time he's running at Laurel. He can handle the 6 furlong distance for sure. Sir Cat, my Dutch race number 4 from Laurel Park. Going with the 4. Now let's get on to race number 6 from Laurel. What is the 100,000 Samelia Stakes for fillies, 2-year-olds, 5.5 furlongs here. We do have a field of 11. 11 of them is also eligible. And I'm going to go with 3, Ablin. 6-1, last time out, the one at the Sorority Stakes at Monmouth, 6 furlongs on September the 1st. Came fourth by 11 1/4 lengths. He was chased on the inside and just had no bid that day. Then a Monmouth 5 furlongs on August 11th in the Collins Stakes. Came third by 2 3/4 lengths. He's far wide into the lane and just missed that day. Still, that race I think shows this horse can run on turf. Then a Parks Racing 4.5. Broke her maiden that day by 7.5 lengths. Drew away under wraps. Going with this one 6-1. So Cat My Guts race number 6 from Laurel Park. Going with the 3. Now let's get on to race number 7 from Laurel Park. The 7th race from Laurel is Lady Baltimore Stakes. Purse $100,000 for fillies, mares, thrills, and upwards. Going mile 16th here. One of the most wide open races here on this card. 13 horses going post, and I'm going to go with the 9 horse Strive Avenger. 9-2. There's no rider at no rider yet. Grand Motion trains. The rider will be probably picked tomorrow. Last time out there on July 13th at Arlington Park, mile 16th in the Bonesty Stakes. Came in 8th by 23 lengths. He just showed very, very little that day. Then at Belmont Park on May 25th, mile 3/8 in Shepherd's Bay, Sheepsack Bay Stakes. Came in 7th by 18 3/4 lengths. He's outside and just outrun that day. The mile and 3/8 distance to a mile and a half. A long distance for this horse. I think this horse needs route races. Then at Keeneland, mile and a half in the Buick Stakes on April 25th. Won by a length that day, a mile and a half. I think that horse was just lucky that day, to be honest with you. 7 wide, drifted and was up late. But this horse, I just don't think this horse could do the long races that often. Then won his first American race at Gulfstream Park, mile 3/16 earlier this year. Going with this one, so Canada Best Race from 7 from Laurel Park, going with the 9. Let's get on to race number 8, the 8th race from Laurel. What is the Laurel Dash? Purse $100,000 for 3-year-olds and upward on the turf course. 6 furlongs they're going. a very impressive race. 16 horses going to post here, 6 furlongs on the turf course. And I'm going to go with the 10 horse here. Number 10, Ben's Cat, 4 to 5, William Pimentel. This horse is the heavy favorite here. This horse loses, we're going to have problems. Last time out there on the Turf Monster Stakes at Parks Racing on September 2nd, came in third by 3/4 of a length. He's on the outside and closed, just the break from a really bad post position that day. Then earlier this summer, July the 5th, at Parks Racing, 5 furlongs in the Parks Dash, won by 1 1/4 lengths. He angled out and had a late surge that day. Another one of those races where the horse just really had a really good race, actually. And then the Pennsylvania Governor's Cup at Penn National, came in third by 7 1/4 lengths. He forced wide and had a late game. Do like this horse here. This horse is probably going to win for sure. Came second in last year's edition. So we're counting my bets first and ready from Laurel Park, going to 10. Let's go on to race number 9, which is probably one of the better races on the card. What is the Laurel Turf Cup? Purse $100,000 for 3 years and upward. Going 1.5 miles on the turf course. Very good race, very wide open. 16 horses going to post, 15, 16 all, as well as 1 mile and 1.5 on the turf course. We do have a field of 16. This race is just very hard to handicap. Second edition of this race, but I'm going to go with the 10 horse late drop. 72 Alan Garcia is in the saddle. Hasn't run since November 3rd at Aqueduct Mile 3/8 in the Red Smith handicap. Came second by 3 lengths that day. He was 3 wide in the first and wedged between at the quarter pole. Dealt Laurel 1.5 miles in last year's Laurel Turf Cup on October 27th. Came 5th by a length. He checked 5/8 and steady. Last year, this horse only had about a week's layoff to that Red Smith in the Laurel Cup. Then last year at September 15th and 1.5 miles in the Kentucky Turf Cup, came 5th by 2.5 lengths. He had been between them flattened. I do like this horse here a lot. I think this horse could do well. Just the layoff is a big question for this one. So count my bets for race number 9 from Laurel Park, the Laurel Turf Cup, going with the 10. Now let's get into race number 10, which is the featured race on the program, which is the 19th edition of the Frank D. Francis Memorial Dash, going for a purse of $350,000 for 3 years and upwards. Going 6 furlongs, 9 horses going post here. I do like where they put this race in the stake schedule earlier up in the meet before the Breeders' Cup. This race used to always be in November, last week in November, and you used to get some Breeders' Cup horses in this race, but now I think it's a really good race as a Breeders' Cup prep race. Field of 9 horses going here. I'm going to go with the 6 horse here, Sage Valley, 9 to 5, Cornelio Velasquez, Rudy Rodriguez trains. Last time out there in Saratoga on the soft 7 furlongs in the foregoing on August 31st. Came 5th by 6.5 lengths. He was off the rail. The turn had no rally. Then Saratoga 7 furlongs in James Marvin Stakes on July 19th. Won by length. He was 3 wide to turn, chased, and led at the 8th hole. And then at Belmont 6 furlongs in the True North Stakes in June 8th. Came 5th by 8 lengths. He's off the inside and asked by the 3/8 hole. Do like this horse here. This race is really not, a lot of these races are wide open. But I think this horse is going to win. So cap my bets race number 10, the Francis Dash, going with the 6. Good luck to all. Go to horseracingkid.com for more selections.